Welcome to the Austin LeGreen Show. Well, first, my condolences to the family of Nancy Reagan. Finally, she will get to rest next to her husband Ronnie. Anyway, yesterday I was pretty excited. I got to go to my first rally, I guess. It was interesting. I went to the Bernie Sanders rally here in Kissimmee, Florida. Later on, I was supposed to go today, Friday. I was supposed to go to one with Rubio, and then this morning there was one in. It was just kind of too early for my blood. Cruz had a rally, but if he's still in the race, I'll catch him another time. As you can imagine, Florida is the hot base for both candidates. When I say both candidates, I mean the Republicans and the Democrats. For the Republicans, is 99 delegates. It's an all-take state. So all Donald Trump has to do, or any candidate has to do, is just get the majority, and they get all the delegates. So hopefully, I truly believe that Rubio will be stepping out of the race by next Tuesday, because I can't imagine in this world him winning Florida. No way. I hardly know anyone that can stand him. I mean, think about it. The guy is a Cuban. Both parents are Cuban, so he's Cuban. He's a Cuban American. He was born here in America, but he's a Cuban. And he doesn't believe in a path at all for citizenship, so he doesn't really want to do anything for his own people. So I can't imagine, even if he were to run for his Senate seat that he's given up, I couldn't possibly see him winning back his Senate seat. No way. Well, now let's talk a little bit about Wednesday on the 9th of March. They had a Democratic debate. Sanders was a little stronger. He realized that he got to do something to separate himself from Hillary. But the one thing they keep doing that amazed me, every time they ask her a question and she says something, he goes, "Well, the secretary is right." I'm like, I think they'd be probably better off shaking hands and says, "Okay, I'll be your VP," and let it go by that. But we'll see. Now, on the 10th, the Republican debate that they had yesterday was quite tame. We didn't see the strong Donald Trump that we were accustomed to, and I guess they learned that if they keep criticizing him, they end up having to be dropping out of the race. So I think Rubio learned a lesson that he did pretty poorly in last week, Tuesday and Saturday's caucuses and primary. So I think he realized that criticizing Donald like that is not helping his case whatsoever. In fact, I thought it was kind of funny that there's still a little line from Bernie Sanders. Donald Trump mentioned, well, this race is really down to two candidates. And Senator Cruz came back and says, well, Donald is right. This race is on about possible two of us. Well, we'll see how that goes. Anyway, if you want to read a funny story, this is totally hilarious. The dumbest criminal of the year. I don't think anyone's gonna beat him. A passenger in a taxi is preparing to rob the taxi driver. The taxi driver, though, pulls over because the cops is pulling him over. So the cops is pulling him over, and as the cop is walking towards the the car. The passenger takes out a gun to rob the taxi driver. The moron didn't even realize that the cops were behind them. What a moron. So it's a hilarious story. So if you get a chance, you can Google it. Anyway, have a wonderful weekend. Please, I can't beg it any stronger. All false Floridians, please do go out and vote for your candidate. Remember, we are independent thinkers. Don't let anyone influence your vote. You notice I have not told you who to vote for, except for don't vote for Rubio. I mean, to me, he's just too much of a hypocrite. Then again, obviously, I don't know much about Cruz, but he must be kind of a hypocrite also, because to think of, he's supposed to be this super religious guy that was going to get all these evangelical states like Mississippi and South Carolina, and Donald Trump took all of them. Then today, Ben Carson, who's kind of super religious himself, you would think that he would have put his support to Senator Cruz, but nope. He said Donald Trump is his man. So I guess in reality, once you know, Senator Cruz is probably not as religious as we make it out to believe. He just kind of an act, because it took him all this time, 99 other senators, and the first senator to endorse him, only senator to endorse him, is Senator from Mike Lee from Utah. That's pretty sad to be around several years around your colleagues. Only one person so far endorsing you to be president. That tells you his character must not be as he wants you to think it is. So I think the bottom line is this race is down to Trump and Clinton. For the Republicans' sake, I hope they take Donald's advice and decide to support him or whoever is the top candidate, because if Donald have the most votes, not the majority, but has the most votes, and it has to go to a broker convention, I think he would rather register as an independent, and that can guarantee the Republicans will lose the race. So we'll see. Earlier I mentioned about Bernie Sanders. Nothing surprising. Everything you have heard was the same. It was thousands of young people. I guess that free college, free health care, all that resonate very nicely with all these young kids. And basically, if what he said was exactly what you hear him on when he's on the debate stage. I guess it's like a routine speech that he has. I admire him because I tell you, yesterday it was hot. This was in an outdoor stadium. It was 86 degrees. I was sweating, so I can imagine how hot he was. And he spoke for about 50 minutes. So I admire his strength. And there's one thing though I wonder though, was it kind of all-timerish, or he just wanted to repeat? Because at first he said a few things of what kind of people Trump don't like, and then about 20 minutes later into his speech, he kind of repeated himself, like saying, we don't want a president who doesn't like Muslims, who don't like gays and lesbians. And he had repeated that already, so I don't know if that was his game plan or, he just kind of forgot. Don't know. Well, anyway, don't forget, go out there, Floridians, Ohioans, and all the other states that have in there primaries on Tuesday. Go out there and vote for your candidate. Study each one of them carefully and make an independent decision. Take care. Have a wonderful weekend. If you like the video, please hit like. Follow me on Facebook or on Twitter at Austin LeGreen Show. Take care. Have a wonderful time.